Hi everybody, and welcome to Wake the People with Sherry Peel Jackson. Today we're going to talk about who is fueling the ratchetness in American music. I am thoroughly disgusted by the songs that are coming out today, especially by these new singers and rappers. I can't even call these artists. But who's giving them the contracts to sing these horrible songs? Who's using them as tools to tear down our communities and our country? I can only speak about the black community because that's all I hear about. I'm not in an environment in which these songs are played, but social media is constantly abuzz about this or that singer with the latest and worst vile song. Today I'll focus on two singers and the money behind them. The money behind them needs to be exposed. These music executives shouldn't get to stay behind the scenes while they do major damage in the minds of our youth. First, we'll start with a young female by the stage name GloRilla. Gloria Hallelujah Woods, known professionally as GloRilla, is a 23-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee. She rose to prominence after releasing her 2022 song, FNF, which was nominated for Best Rap Performance at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. The FNF song glorifies single women being super promiscuous and proclaiming that they don't need men. Her new single, called Nut Quick, which is slightly more disgusting than the FNF song, is very misandrous, touts using and emasculating men, shames women that want traditional relationships, calling them pygmies, and has the nerve to call on the name of God. When researching the record label that signed this creature, all roads ended at John Janik. Mr. Janik is CEO and chairman and executive producer at Interscope Geffen A&M Records. Janik, now 44, graduated from the University of Florida and has been in the music industry since he was a teenager. He claims to take time with the singers, but it's clear that he doesn't care about the damage that these songs, like GloRilla's new song, Nut Quick, are doing to young, impressionable black girls. Janik is married and has 2 sons. His children have to be young since he's only 44. So ask yourself this: do you think he lets his children listen to this garbage? Of course not. So why is he pushing this trash off on my children and grandchildren? Shame on you, John Janik. What if someone got close to his family and had the children listen to this foolishness? He would be livid, just like I'm livid when I see young people that are deficient in math and writing, but they're able to memorize all the words to these debaucherous songs. The next so-called artist that I would like to speak about is Lil Nas X. This excruciatingly nauseating menace is also 23 years old and is a slave to Columbia Records, which is owned by Sony Music. Nas has ratchet songs too, but even as bad as the songs, he has put blood into satanically themed Nike shoes. He has a video where he is pregnant, and another video where he slides down a stripper pole into hell and gives Satan a lap dance. This demon time is so blatant that even hardcore hood rats reject it. But who saw this foolishness and decided to fund its passage into the airways for our children and grandchildren to hear? Columbia Records CEO Robert Adrian Stringer did. Stringer is a decorated British citizen, so this devilment is not restricted to the United States. In the early 1980s, Mr. Stringer came to the U.S. to visit his brother, who was the president of CBS Network at the time. It wasn't long before Stringer joined CBS Records as a graduate trainee, and after being managing director at Epic Records, then chairman of Sony Music in the UK, he went on to head CBS Records. Stringer is married and lives in New York. He has 2 children and maybe grandchildren. which I'm sure he doesn't let listen to the bovine excrement that Lil Nas X lets travel through his windpipes. There's a concept that I want to introduce you to now. It's called economic withdrawal. Economic withdrawal is a powerful force against discrimination, degradation, disrespect, and other forms of abuse that we see going on by the power elite against us. What it means is that we need to stop spending money on things that destroy our communities. A classic example of the power of economic withdrawal is the Montgomery bus boycott. Your homework assignment is to go and study this historic plan and victory. These CEOs and executives know that the noise that comes out in the airwaves from their companies and their little slave artists is destroying our communities. I'm pretty sure that I'm preaching to the choir right now, but you know people that listen to this mess and they let their children listen to this mess. These people may be your friends, family, co-workers, or even church members if you attend a church that's more like a social club. If we want to improve our communities, we have to call this contamination out and reason with the people that are listening to it and buying it. If that doesn't work, we need to shame them into understanding that their lives are a reflection of what they let into their ear gate and their eye gate. It's a fact that many people that listen to this type of filth fall into the categories and fit the statistics of people that are what globalist Klaus Schwab and Yuval Harari called the useless class. Harari, an Israeli transhumanist advocate, says that AI-enhanced people will take over all of the tasks that mere human people currently perform, and a useless class of people will emerge. What does Harari say will happen to the useless class of people? And I quote him, "The problem is more boredom, what to do with them, and how will they find some sense of meaning in life when they are basically meaningless and worthless." My best guess at present is a combination of drugs and computer games. This is what they have planned for you. You don't have time to sit there and debate politics, complain about food and gas prices, or watch sports all weekend. They've already labeled us as useless eaters, as many of those that listen to that Ratchet music are likely unable to support themselves without the help of government programs. The vicious cycle of poverty, out of wedlock births, and the school to prison pipeline for our men is all by design. Don't you see that they're all working together? Their plan is going to succeed as long as we sit on our kabunkums and let this noise continue to be piped into our airwaves, in our homes, in our cars, our schools, and our community centers. So I'm going to give you a call to action. Economically withdraw from any music, products, movies, and activities that disrespect your community, your morals, your beliefs, and especially withdraw from those structures that keep our communities in poverty while the perpetrators continue to get richer and richer. I will not buy Nike, Adidas, Balenciaga, or other hypocritical brands. I will not participate in activities that degrade women, emasculate our men, and dumb down our children with the foolishness. And I will continue to call it out. And I invite you to stand with me. Please post a note for me below and let me know what you plan to do to help solve our dilemma. I want to start gathering strategies to get exposure to these elite demons and to teach our people that they're being played. Prayerfully, they will not continue as willing participants in the lost value system. And also, please like the video, subscribe to the page, and share this message with others so we can collectively make a difference. Blessings to you all.